I want to welcome everyone back. Sorry we didn't meet yesterday. I was in the board meeting all day and trying to find out when you might be going to school, and quite honestly, the decision has not been made yet. Looks like it will come about Friday. As a teacher, I am like everyone else. I am concerned about our safety, and we're hoping the board will make a good decision, and I should be able to tell you something Friday. So just hang in there. Their meeting is at 9 o'clock. I plan to go to that meeting also. In the meantime, we need to keep working and see if we can't pass this reading. So this morning, I sent you out a list of transition words by your email. And I need to explain to you what transition words are. Transition words are words that you use to go from one sentence to another or from one paragraph to another. And you need these words for things to read smoothly. If you look at your transition words list, you have three different types of transition words. You have addition transition words, you have contrast transition words, and you have causation transition words. So I want you to look at the list, and I want all of you to realize that for the first time towards the end of the year, I had students memorize these words in the different categories. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. And it really, really helped 2 or 3 of them pass that hadn't gotten close. So know that you've got to know these words inside out, and it's going to make sense as we take exams, as we move forward. But look at the addition transition words. What do we use addition words for? Well, it's very simple. When you want to add information that relates to the previous sentence, you use an addition word because you're just giving additional information. Words like also, moreover, in fact, furthermore, similarly, indeed. All of those words are just adding additional information. Now look at the second list. The second list is contrast. What are contrast words? Well, contrast words you use when you're going from one subject and then you're going to say something quite the opposite of what you just said. Words like however, you use that all the time. Nevertheless, nonetheless, meanwhile, despite this. All of those words are words that if you're going from one sentence to another, you're saying, John went to the store. Nonetheless, he really didn't need any food. So you're saying something quite the opposite of what you said in the previous sentence, and then you use one of those transition words. Causation words. Causation words are words that are used in a sentence whenever you want to say the previous sentence caused this to happen. For instance, thus, consequently, as such, therefore, as a result. For instance, John and Mary had a huge argument. Consequently, they broke up. Well, they broke up because they had an argument. So that's how you use those words. Now, what will SAT, and why is this list important? There's one reason why it's so important. And it's a secret that you're going to know that a lot of people don't know. But when it comes to the contrast and the causation words, if 2 of those are listed as an answer, they can't be the answer because the contrast and the causation words all are interchangeable and they all mean the same thing. So for instance, if you looked at an answer and you saw the word however and you saw nevertheless, you would just rule those out. And now you're down to a 50-50 answer and you're probably going to get it right. Same thing with causation. If you see thus or as a result as the answer, it's probably not the answer. So don't mark them, either one of them, because they mean the same thing. Now addition words are different. They all have different meanings. So for instance, you know that next means something different than furthermore. In other words means you're putting something in other words, or words that say the same thing as previously. You're just repeating it in a different way. That doesn't mean the same thing as for example. So you can see your addition words, you're going to have to know what each and every one of those mean. So my recommendation would be that you look up those words in the dictionary and you check to make sure that you understand exactly what those words mean. It will be real important as we move along for you to understand these transition words. There are 10 questions on the English writing portion that deal with can you select the correct transition word. And the only way we're going to get better at it is through practice by using the practice exams, which I will send you additional ones, and we will talk about the answers. Just not ready to do that. I need you to study these, I need you to memorize them, and I need you to be ready on the test for them. You can see also on this list that there's additional words on commas, colons, semicolons, things we've studied. That's important. I would print out this list if you have a printer at home so that you can review it every so often. And then there's a few strategies down at the bottom that are very helpful on when to use punctuation. Since this is so important, I just wanted to have this one lesson on these transition words. I want you to review them, look at them, study them, and then whenever you call or you check in with me on Zoom, ask questions if you have any about these. Go back and look at answers on the test that I sent you that involve these words. See if you can figure them out. See if it makes more sense. And I will continue to go over it more than once. This is not the last video you're going to get on transition words. So today's agenda is to review this list, check in from 7 to 9 if you have questions, and then tomorrow is Thursday, and I will send you additional information. We may go over the exam, so have that exam ready that I sent to you, or be ready to open it up so we can go over every question. That will take about a good hour or two. So I will put that on video as I go over each question on the one I sent you, and look and see how all of that ties into all the things that I've been teaching you over the past few days. I want you to hang in there. Good decisions are going to be made. You matter. You're smart. You can do this. We'll talk to you later and talk to you soon. Thank you.